everybody, this is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the new Gobblegum system in Black Ops 6 Zombies, how it's better than Black Ops 3, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and as a big reminder, there's plenty of brand new article coverage going up on dkdynamite.com for those who want to stay up to date with all things Call of Duty. For the remainder of August, as a reminder as well, there is a big promo happening over at Gamer Advantage. You can save 50% off any order on Horizon frames, which you can stack with my code Dynamite to save up to 60% off any Horizon order. Be sure to take advantage of that to get the best blue light protection. But in my previous video here on the channel, I did talk about how Black Ops 6 Zombies is set up to be one of the best zombies games of all time. Honestly, the best as far as gameplay features do go. We obviously have to play the game for ourselves to see if the narrative and the quests are on par with or are better than previous zombie iterations. But either way, Treyarch has already confirmed via the blog post that they've taken the best of Black Ops 3 and Cold War to make Black Ops 6. That says a lot considering the two most successful zombie games to date are those two that they mentioned. I mean, taking a look at kind of some of the features that are going to be in Black Ops 6, something that I haven't gone into much detail about yet are the zombie builds, right? The fact that you can have a loadout, but with the addition of those weapon kits that we also saw in BO3, meaning that you can customize every weapon in the game so that when you find them in wall buys or the mystery box or somewhere else around the map, they are fully customized to your liking. That alone is insane when it comes to the customization, but something I want to go over more in this video compared to what I did in my big 1 hour breakdown when the mode got revealed is that this game already by default is going to be better than Black Ops 3 when it comes to Gobblegums. Now, this is another episode of my quote series, and just to make clear, every time I put a quote in my titles, it's not always a quote from the community that I need to debunk or really break down. Sometimes it's quotes that I actually agree with, as you can see here in this video. So when it comes to how Gobblegums do work in Black Ops 6, let's first break down the ones they've revealed thus far and their rarities. So starting with rare, we have shields up, which in Black Ops 4 it was an elixir and it just spawned the shield on your back. Should be similar here in Black Ops 6, except instead of a buildable shield, it'll just give you, I guess, max armor plates or something. We also have Killjoy, which spawns an insta-kill. For epic, we have free fire, and that lets you shoot unlimited amounts of bullets for a good like 60 seconds or whatnot. We then have soda fountain. Now this allows you to receive a random perk upon drinking one that you buy. And then for legendary, we have Phoenix up, allowing you to revive a teammate no matter where you are on the map. It'll just insta revive them. We also have wall-to-wall clearance, which turns every wall buy into a cheap buy, which is only going to be about 10 points, or in this game it'll be 10 essence. So that's a pretty cool discount. We then have ultra, and we of course have perkaholic, right? As an ultra Gobblegum, this will give you every perk in the game, and of course all perks have already been revealed for the launch window of BO6. We saw it in BO3 and it came back as an elixir in BO4. But then one of the new ultra Gobblegums in this game is going to be something called Wunderbar. Now this allows you to get a guaranteed wonder weapon from when you spin the mystery box. Now I think this is fantastic considering we've needed a Gobblegum like this for several years now, right? If you just want to get a speed run done pretty quickly, or you just want to use and experience the new wonder weapon when a round-based map comes out, this is going to come in clutch. And lastly, we have whimsicals. Now, as of right now, they've only confirmed Newtonian negation, where zombies will kind of just float up into the air whenever you go ahead and kill them. So those are the confirmed Gobblegums from the blog post. There are other ones that also got announced, which we're going to talk about in a second, but it does appear, according to Treyarch, that Gobblegums are going to be broken up into instant gums you can use, timed gums that, once you activate, will just be usable for a small duration of time, like 60 seconds or a couple of minutes, and then other ones are conditional. That would mean something like getting a free perk after you buy a specific one. After watching different content creators' videos in regards to the Treyarch event last week, here are the other Gobblegums that should be available on October 25th within Black Ops 6 Zombies. So they mentioned On the House, which will just spawn a random perk. That's obviously a instant one. We have Sword Flay, which will actually buff your melee damage. Can't imagine how much better that's going to be when you combine that with Melee Macchiato or anything else in the game. That's wild. We then have Respin Cycle, which apparently is going to make the next weapon that you spin for in the mystery box higher rarity. So this gives you a chance to say, hey, I don't like the weapon I got from the box. You pop that Gobblegum and it'll respin it for you, but as opposed to BO3, it's going to guarantee in this game that your next spin is of a much higher rarity. We then have Temporal Gift, so this just means that when power-ups do drop from your enemies, they'll stay on the map twice as long. We then have Anywhere But Here, which will obviously teleport you somewhere random on the map and is a good get out of jail free card. We then have Profit Sharing. This will obviously split up the points that you earn when killing zombies and distribute distribute them amongst the people that are nearby. So they have to be in your vicinity, right, in the same room as you for your teammates to receive the points that they can get as a bonus for this. But next up, we have a stock option. This allows you to shoot ammo from your reserves instead of your magazine, so you can pretty much just keep shooting non-stop without having to reload. And we then have wall power. Wall power allows you to pack a bunch of the weapon that you buy off of the wall instantly when using this gun, which is crazy. And then we have cashback, which spawns in a max ammo. We also have some guesstimates, right? Because as of right now, it's only like 18 or 19 that are known. So if you had to guess what are the other ones to make the total a little bit over 20 to match up with what content creator said, we probably do have Gobblegums that spawn in specific power-ups, right? Because I already went over one for max ammo and even for insta-kill. What about one for double points, one for a nuke, or how about one for a fire sale? Those are probably a given, considering we have other power-up Gobblegums that are confirmed for Black Ops 6. And nope, I haven't forgotten, right? There are going to be a select amount of Gobblegums provided to players in the Vault Edition for Black Ops 6. It's unclear which gums those will be. They'll probably announce this at COD Next or at some point after that, but that'll probably be a big boost for day one to have like a guaranteed Perkaholic or a guaranteed Wonder Bar Gobblegum. So as far as Wonder Weapons do go real quickly, I think it's great that there's a Gobblegum that's going to allow us to use the Wonder Weapon straight away, whether it's either the Beam Smasher, the brand new Wonder Weapon that fires energy beams, which will kill, and also has an ability to use a sonic wave that slows down zombies and makes them more vulnerable. If you use all your ammo on a reload, it'll actually emit a stun, kind of like how Electric Cherry works in Black Ops Cold War or in some older games. They did confirm at the event, though, they've made the ray gun much better. Creators weren't able to use it during their play session, but did hear this information from Treyarch themselves. Now, aside from all the Gobblegums that we know of for Black Ops 6, here's why the system is already infinitely better than what it was in Black Ops 3 or even the Elixir system from Black Ops 4. So in this game, you're not working to unlock a free currency like liquid diviniums or even plasma from BO4, which you then had to use to spin for a random chance at various Gobblegums or elixirs. You're not gambling at all here. Here's how it works. Every round you play in Black Ops 6, you have a chance at earning a Gobblegum. It could be any Gobblegum in the game. So you can pass round 1 in Terminus and get a Perkaholic by chance. You can obviously pass 10 rounds of Liberty Falls, and by then you've maybe unlocked 3, 4, maybe even 5 Gobblegums, which could include Shields Up, Phoenix Up, Wonder Bar, anywhere but here. It's completely random when you get a Gobblegum, but it's a guarantee that at the end of every round, there is a chance that you do get one. Now, it's unclear if there's a higher chance you can get some of the better Gobblegums in-game, depending on what round that you're on. They haven't exactly clarified that yet, but this is absolutely wonderful when you compare this to how it worked in Black Ops 3 or 4. You're not going to really have a pay-to-win argument for Black Ops 6, at least not at launch, because, yeah, there were folks out there that just went ahead and bought more liquid diviniums for a select amount of COD points, or did an AFK glitch in-game so that they can keep spinning in the Dr. Monty's factory menu for hours until they got a crazy amount of high-value Gobblegums, right? You don't have to really worry about that in Black Ops 6. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't also see a feature like Newton's Cookbook, which allows you to trade something in exchange for a guaranteed gum of your choice, because, yeah, it's still randomized when you will get certain overpowered Gobblegums in Black Ops 6, but maybe an in-game currency does get introduced at some point that maybe you can't buy for COD points, and it allows you to trade X amount for specific gums every couple of hours during a refresh or something. Now, you also can't rule out the possibility that maybe during double XP weekends, they also make it a double Gobblegum earn rate type of weekend, where every round there's a much higher chance you get a Gobblegum guaranteed, or a much higher chance you get a good Gobblegum at the end of every round. They could always have that. They're obviously going to slide Gobblegums into things like bundles, battle pass sectors, most likely challenge events, so we're going to see many ways in which you can earn Gobblegums, even if you can technically spend COD points for a bundle or a battle pass that has some high rarity ones. You're still going to be earning those same OP Gobblegums guaranteed at the end of every round without worrying about gambling at the menus. Now, it's unclear if at any point post-launch they'll introduce a way where you can straight up just buy big packs of Gobblegums that include some overpowered ones. As of now, that has not been confirmed, but either way, if you could do that, it's still going to be a limited amount of uses if you were able to buy a big Gobblegum pack. But just to remind you, when it comes to Black Ops 6, you can obviously put up to 5 gums in your pack, similar to BO3, and whenever you spin the Gobblegum machine, it'll give you a random chance at one of those 5. But the cool thing is, within BO6, it's completely free to spin for a Gobblegum, thanks to Mr. Peaks. And the cool thing is, unlike BO3 or really BO4, you can actually hold up to 3 Gobblegums at a time, which you can also use all at once at any given time. Now, you have to, of course, wait for the cooldown timer and wait for the reset at the end of each round to be able to spin for another Gobblegum again. You can only spin once per round, unless you can go ahead and maybe spend essence to spin again. It's unclear right now, but the fact that you can switch to any Gobblegum pack at any point in the match, depending on your style of play, and maybe pop 3 Gobblegums at once you spin for them, that's going to create some really crazy gameplay opportunities. And I think what's also great is if you die with those Gobblegums in your HUD, right? Let's say you spun for 3 and you're holding all of them in your inventory at once and you're running around killing some zombies, maybe your internet goes out or your game crashes. As long as you didn't use the Gobblegums, they won't count as used when you actually rejoin that same match after a crash. Or let's say you rejoin that match and you just die out, those Gobblegums won't count as used unless you actually popped them. But last but not least, obviously Gobblegums could be considered get out of jail free cards. What about one of the craziest get out of jail free cards that we've already seen from the gameplay trailer and the early footage? The mutant injections, allowing you to turn into a mini boss on that map. It's unclear if there'll be other mini bosses you can turn into apart from the Mangler. Maybe on other round-based maps when there's other bosses, you'll be able to turn into those. But this is a crazy ability that looks like a lot of fun, and I wouldn't be surprised if a Gobblegum gets introduced at some point in the future where it'll give you a guaranteed mutant injection or something. But the arm cannon can also just be equipped after killing a Mangler if you don't have a mutant injection, and it'll be like left on your D-pad to actually access this weapon. It doesn't replace the one that you're actually holding, so that's awesome. And you can also build this Mangler arm cannon over at a crafting station. So there's gonna be a lot of ways in which you can be very overpowered in Black Ops 6, and it already looks like a lot more fun than just about every previous zombie iteration combined. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new Gobblegum system in Black Ops 6? How are you feeling about it in comparison to BO3 and even BO4? Plus, how do you feel about wonder weapons and the mutant injections? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.